When you're texting someone late at night and the conversation feels deep, like in that moment, you can share anything with them. Keep talking for hours. You're being funny, you're bold, and most importantly, you're real. But when you meet them, it's just awkward. There's no vibe, no flow of conversation, just weird silence. But why? The thing is, our brain feels safer behind a screen. It's called the online disinhibition effect. When you're texting, there's no pressure to react immediately, no facial expressions to read, no awkward pauses to fill, no judgment that you can see. So your brain relaxes. Your filters drop, you overshare, you flirt, you confess, and it feels like connection. But when you're face to face, your brain goes into alert mode. It's worried about saying the wrong thing, so it freezes. But that doesn't mean that connection was fake. It's just that your nervous system takes a lot longer in person to get comfortable. You scroll for hours, you laugh at memes, cry at a breakup post, feel inspired, jealous, angry. But by the time you keep your phone down, you feel nothing. This happens because your brain's social energy is exhausted, but it still doesn't feel connected. Your brain treats digital interactions like real ones emotionally. But unlike in real life, there's no evidence to show for what you feel. No hug, no talking, no action. So over time, your emotional brain gets overloaded and you feel this weird hollowness, like you've experienced everything but still feel nothing. And this feeling is called empathy fatigue. It happens when you're feeling too much without any real connection. That's why 3 hours of scrolling can leave you feeling more drained than 3 hours of real conversation. You know why silent treatment feels worse than someone screaming at you? It's like when they're angry at you and speaking about it, at least you know what's going on in their head. But when they go silent, your brain starts guessing. Psychologists call this predictive coding. Your brain hates uncertainty. So when someone goes quiet, your mind starts questioning. Did I mess up? Do they hate me? Are they going to leave me? And because the human brain is designed to look for danger first, you start assuming the worst scenario possible. That's why silence feels so much worse. It causes emotional chaos. You see no resolution, no closure, and you just keep overthinking. Every time someone compliments you, you think that they really don't know me. Someone tells you you're smart, you look amazing, you're great at what you do, and your first thought is they're just being nice. They don't really mean it. You know why this happens? Because somewhere along the line, maybe when you were younger or in a relationship or just slowly over time, your brain picked up a story that you are not enough. You're average, you're too messy. And your brain, once it believes something, doesn't want to be wrong. So it starts finding instances in that reality to match that. That's called confirmation bias. So when someone compliments you, it just doesn't feel genuine. It feels fake, discomforting, like someone's mistaken. It's not that you hate yourself. Your brain hasn't just been shown that those compliments can be true. Did you know that you're 50% more likely to bond with a stranger if you're watching a horror movie together? At times, when you meet someone new and suddenly, after just a short time of being in a chaotic situation together, it feels like you've known them forever. It's your brain getting tricked. There's a term for this: misattribution of arousal. Say you're with someone during something very intense, like getting stuck in an elevator, watching a horror movie, or any moment that makes your body release adrenaline. Your brain goes into a high alert mode. Your heartbeat increases, energy spikes, but your brain doesn't always know why your body feels that way. So it thinks, I must feel this intense because of them. And suddenly it labels that feeling as chemistry. It confuses emotional arousal with romantic attraction, which is why bonding during chaos feels electric. The moment was real, the emotions were high, but that doesn't always mean it was a soul connection. Sometimes it's just your brain getting confused. Does it ever happen that one day you're super in love and the next day you feel like you don't want them around? Like they didn't even do anything massive. They just replied late or didn't show up how you wanted them to. And suddenly it's like, I don't like this person anymore. That switch is called cognitive polarity. It's when your brain struggles to hold both the good and the bad parts of someone at the same time. So it flips between extremes. Either they're amazing or they're awful. There's no in between. And usually this comes from emotional safety. When your past has taught you that love isn't stable, your brain protects you by going all in or all out. Because sitting in the middle feels too risky. You're just trying to feel safe in a world that made love feel unpredictable.